Okay, welcome to Revit. I've opened up the UCLA in-class architectural model and you'll notice that Revit is set up like a lot of your Microsoft Word or Excel programs, where it has kind of navigation tabs and menu bars across the top, and then you have different windows. So this is your main viewing window, where right now we're looking at a floor plan of a building, and then you have different windows on the left and on the right. And you can turn off any of these windows by going into the View tab, and then under User Interface, that's where you can check on and off the different windows. So we want to make sure we have on the Properties tab and then the Project Browser. Make sure that those both are on, which right now they are for me. And so you'll notice as you hover over different items in the model, it will highlight, and if you left click on an item, your Properties window shows up different information about that object that's selected. And you click on the edit type here, you can see all of the different information that is stored with that item. And so you can see some of the information here that is with this wall. It shows its assembly code, and not a whole lot of information in this particular model for it, but there can be lots of information. You can see the width is 10 inches on this particular wall. And here we have your project browser, which is basically like your index of the model. So it has all of the different views and schedules and sheets, which are made in drawing sheets that go into a plan set. And so they break down the different views into floor plans, ceiling plans, and then there's 3D views. So we're going to go to the default 3D view, and the easiest way to do that is up here in the header. Click on this house, and that takes you to the default 3D view. And so the same thing, you can click on any item and see, pulls up information about it in the Properties tab. I like to change my setting for the selection. If you click under Modify and then this drop down under Select, I like to select elements by face. So that allows me to click on the middle of a wall instead of having to grab the edge. Just personal preference, you can see what you like. Now there are a couple ways to navigate around the model in the 3D view. The first is by using the navigation cube, and you can click on a face of this cube, and you can click on corners and edges to be able to jump to standard views in the model. And so that's an easy way to get around. You can also left click and drag the cube around to pivot, and so that's one way to get around the model as well. The next is using keyboard and mouse shortcuts. So if you click your scroll wheel and drag it, that allows you to pan. And then if you hold down Shift while you click and drag your scroll wheel, that allows you to orbit. And then if you just scroll your scroll wheel up and down, that zooms you in and out. So by using the pan, zoom, and orbit features, you can get around the model quite quickly and easily.